Okay, testing real quick. Let's see if this works. We will of course be doing this live in the future, but for now, just to check if audio is recording as well, we'll step through the fight. Starts, Cashews gets first hit, which means that on step 4 will be their aggro turn, so I have the chance to block on this turn if I want, which I don't because I don't expect it to aggro. I end up getting the heal voice for 39. I could have smited them because there's a chance that healing would have healed me for more than 39, so if it did that, then part of the roll was wasted. But I went for the heal voice anyway. Continuing on. This turn I get a second voice, and they backfire. This means they've got extra voices coming through this set, and they've already had their backfire, so it's possible for them to continue going full aggro, which we see on the next turn. They also try blocking, expecting me to maybe aggro, but I don't. Continuing on, at this point I expected to continue aggroing, so I want to heal because I don't want to not heal, because in that case my health could possibly be low enough that I could die in my backfire later if she continues to aggro. And also now that I've had my 3 voices already this early in the set, I don't have chances to block later on. Continuing on, she continues to aggro, no surprise, although the heal voice is a bit unexpected. At this point I aggro as well. I'm thinking from the previous turn that my health is still high enough that I can safely aggro here rather than just bank the action and not heal. Because hopefully this will force her to heal in the future rather than continue to aggro. And also I'd like to get my backfire out of the way sooner rather than later while she's aggroing. So continuing on, at this point it's my turn to attack and I haven't backfired yet. So it's possible that I could think to full aggro here and look to one-shot her. So she has to consider if she wants to heal or not at this point. Although I've already had my 3 voices, so it's very unlikely, and doing so could potentially put me in one-shot range if I backfire soon. So moving on, I decide to heal instead, but that pressure means I could possibly beta block out if it was enough for her to consider that I might continue aggroing. Continuing on, next step, she gets another heal voice, which is surprising because she's going aggro, so you'd think that she would smite as well, but she decides not to. And I punish as well, again for similar reasons to earlier, where I want to have her health low enough that she has to consider whether she can safely punish or not. And also I was hoping to get my backfire at some point. I do finally get it here. Unfortunately she's still got some voices ready. Here at this point I heal and she wastes the block, which is rather nice. On the previous turn I don't think that she was low enough that I could consider one-shotting, and also I've already had my voices, so this just feels like a bit of a misplay. But anyway, I'm happy to see the block wasted. Continuing on. At this point I'm just continuing to heal because my health is low and she's continuing to punish. I go for the block here just in case I get a 4th voice for the set, but no such luck. Next turn she gives back one of the actions that she was using ahead of me. I get the encourage off and she wastes the block again. I'm happy to see the wasted blocks there. Continuing on, I get my next backfire a bit earlier in the set, and I got it there because I didn't want to not action on this turn, again because if I didn't then I could possibly die on the backfire on the next turn, so I felt I had to heal. And so just continuing on, you can see she goes for the aggro but gets her own backfire. Continuing on, I get the other action back now, but I wanted to heal up. Continuing on now, I feel like I have the chance to go aggro. I think at this point in the set, looking through the previous actions, I was due for some voices. Yeah, you can see she's already had 2 in this set, whereas I haven't had any, so I felt I could go full aggro here and possibly just burn her down. So continuing on, I go aggro again. Now at this point I have the block considerations, but I decide to go for it anyway, and we both punish, and she gets the draw here, which is really unfortunate. I was hoping that she wouldn't get the voice here and I could just straight up win, but unfortunately she's able to do 108 or more damage with the punish and the smite. So she gets the free reset there, which essentially wastes my attack turn and heals her for 30. So it's worth slightly more than just the attack, because it also wastes my turn, and now she has the chance to go aggro potentially, but we both go ahead and heal. I say nice draw because it was well played and it was a risk that paid off. Continuing on now, we see the full backfire, the second one of the game, which I'm really happy to see. The RNG was on my side here. Misheard heal voice doesn't really bother me, especially with how low her health is at this point. I've got a backfire coming up, so I feel like I couldn't have safely punished on the previous turn because of how low my health is. Because, of course, if I punish here and I get the backfire before they do, then I just possibly lose the game instantly. Continuing on. And there's a block there that is not listened to, but if it had been, then it would have been wasted. I'm expecting the backfire from myself, so I didn't want to punish there. But now I feel safe going aggro. I get the smite, but it's of course not enough, which is really unfortunate. They only lose 6 health from the punish and smite compared to just the encourage. That's RNG just being rather mean to me. Continuing on, I get my own backfire. Unfortunately, it's the full backfire, but RNG has been so nice to me with the backfires earlier. I really can't complain about this. Continuing on, encourage, because I'm expecting the potential draw reset at this point. You'll notice that it's their turn to attack, and I've only got 106 health, so I can expect a punish for about 90. As you'll see, when I punished myself here, it was for 95 on the backfire, so I can expect a punish to be about 90, and an attack roll to be roughly 45, so of course, I only had 106 health. I'm possibly going to get one shot here if I don't go for the heal. So I go for the heal, get the draw denial, and lovely for me, I roll a bit higher than they punished, so I heal up a bit for the turn, and the attack is delayed, as you can see, so it's still the same attack turn. So we have the exact same situation where I don't want to have the draw happen here, so again I encourage. They punish again. Now it's my turn to attack, so I have the option of going aggro. Of course, there is a chance that they punish and smite and go for the draw reset anyway. Whoops. Due to my current health. Let's just open that again, shall we? Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, here we go. 13 health, this looks familiar. And then keep stepping through. And then there was the draw denial with the delayed turn. Here's the same situation, going for the draw denial with the overheal. This looks familiar. Now it's my turn to attack. I go for the full combo due to the health discrepancy. Unfortunately, 3 health. RNG, please, why do you do this to me? And then we continue burning down. I go for the draw denial there. Again, because at this point, I believe I've already had my first 2 voices for this set, whereas they have not, actually. Yes, there's 1 voice already. Anyway. At this point I don't want the draw reset because I could possibly just get burnt down afterwards. I'd rather keep the health advantage here and possibly win on my attack turn. So again, I go for the encourage and smite, but it's unfortunately not enough. Even with the backfire and the smite voice going through with my attack, they heal for more than my smite plus attack, so not enough. But now I've had my backfire, it is safe to again go for the draw denial, and at this point I just win. Hooray. So this has been a quick overview. We'll try and do them live next time, so I'm not trying to run from memory while I flick through it quickly, and not skip out of the fight accidentally. Whoops. GG.